Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Anthony with Marking Time. I'm a small veteran business owner out of Phoenix, Arizona, and the inventor of the Chrono Clean. Chrono Clean is a home watch cleaning machine. It's an affordable option for home watchmakers, and I designed it after I retired from the Army and was buying a bunch of watch stuff, fixing up old watches, and I thought to myself, there's got to be a cheaper option out there for watch cleaning machines. All you can see on the internet is old, L&R, Elma machines that are beat up and you need to refurbish, rewire, and they're super expensive. And everything else in this hobby is expensive. So I started tinkering around and came up with a prototype of something that I was using for myself. And so I thought, hey, I think some people will really enjoy this. And I submitted it for a patent and had it made overseas. And so it's been about a year now since I started that process. I started my own business. And it's really taken off. I've finally gotten all my product in, so I have hundreds in stock right now, and they've been selling pretty good. So I'm really happy about that. I really had no idea it was gonna go this far, but I wanted to do a quick video to kind of show you my process. I'm no expert. I'm just like everyone else, just messing around in my house with some tools I bought on eBay and other stores, and but this is my process that I go through. So I have a pocket watch here that I had gotten from an antique store, and I'm just breaking it down now, and then I'll show you my cleaning process using the Chrono Clean. It's very simple. It's hand operated. Um, I used a butter churner. That's what I made my prototype out of. It's just a hand crank, and I attached it to a knockoff basket. Well, when I finally thought this is really something, I had it made. I reached out to someone on Alibaba, a company, and they manufactured it for me. So uh, it's been really a lot of fun, to be honest with you. I enjoy fixing up old watches. I like to tinker with stuff. I think we all do. But I really saw a need to try and save some money for home watchmakers, maybe give back a little bit. I've been very blessed, with my family and the military and everything this world has offered me. So I thought this is going to be a great business that I can help save people money that have similar interests that I do. And it's been a real blessing. And so I've enjoyed it. So as you're watching this video, I'm no expert YouTuber. This is all new to me, so I got this set up in my bedroom, little studio, and I'm just disassembling this watch and putting it in the cleaning baskets. So what you'll get with the Chrono Clean is my patent pending top, and it's got an inner lid so it protects against the harmful fumes. It fits a wide mouth mason jar. I supply one generic jar. They're the 1 pint wide mouth jars, but I recommend that you purchase a few extra, like you can see in the video. I've got some ball jars, they're very cheap. So you can get those at any hardware store, Walmart, you name it. And those will be for your wash and rinse solutions. So I'm using the 3 jar method. You've seen other videos that show that. And you basically, load up your baskets. The baskets are very high quality. They're mesh steel. The housing for the mesh baskets is aluminum, so You're not going to deal with any of the other things that you see with some 3D printed stuff guys are doing. And it's very sturdy. So you just put it in your baskets like you would on a regular cleaning machine, and put it in your wash cycle. And you're gonna have to use a little elbow grease. That's the only thing I don't supply, but it's therapeutic, just like this hobby is. I find it kind of fun. Do things by hand. And so the jar I use, that I supply, I recommend you use it for spin off. You could, if you don't have extra jars and that, you could, I guess, try and use one-time use each jar and dump things out, but you're going to waste a lot of product like that. So I recommend using the jar I supply for the spin-off. After you put it in your wash cycle, take it, spin off your excess, and then do that for each cycle you have. Now I'm using naphtha for my wash, which really is just, I think, lighter fluid. I forgot the brand name of the lighter fluid I get. It's very cheap. Um, One other thing I did want to mention, I've been asked before, is if the small ultrasonic uh, jars, I guess not jars, but little cases can fit in there, and yes, they do. That's what I use for my small parts, the screws and that. And so I have a Horatech one. I know there's some generic ones on Amazon. I haven't tested if those fit because some look a little bit larger, but really any small parts basket from Amazon will work for that. Um, so that's a bonus. I don't supply that, so you'll have to get that as well. And then after I go through my cycles, I dry them with a home hair dryer. So I take it into my bathroom and I rest the hair dryer on its side, and I can take the Chrono Clean out, keep it assembled, spin it over the sink, and I spend a few minutes doing that, and the parts get really dry. So it works for me. I know there's some other methods out there, food dehydrators and that, and if that works for you, that's great. This is just how I do it, trying to keep things cheap and simple. And the easier I make it on myself, the more likely I am going to do it. If I've got to do all this stuff and have all this dedicated space, well, then I probably won't do it. So for me, this is real simple. It doesn't take up a lot of counter space. I don't need a plug for it. Um, and it seems to work fine for my hobby. I wouldn't recommend it for professional use, but in a pinch, I guess you could. So now I still do the cleaning like you would normally do. I peg out all the jewels. I spend a lot of time pre-cleaning before I put it in to the Chrono Clean. I'm using one dip here. I use that for my palette fork and my hairspraying. So I don't recommend putting that into the Chrono Clean. I've heard that it can soften the shellac for the jewels. So that's what I do. But, and also have a small little bottle of IPA that I use, small Q-tips to really just do a whole once over before I even put it through the system. So, the more time you spend doing that, really, ultimately, those expensive cleaning machines are exactly what the Chrono Clean is. It just has a motor. So I thought, with how simple that is, here's a simple solution. So I also have a ultrasonic that I use for my watch cases and bracelets and that. I put it on for 10 minutes. I use some Dawn dish soap in it. If it's good for the ducks, it's good for me. but I also do that in the bathroom, and it seems to work just fine. Um, I really want to thank everyone for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. If you could, I would really appreciate it if you could like the video, consider subscribing. I will try and create more videos in the future, but I really just wanted to take a little bit of time to show you my process on the Chrono Clean. As you can see in the video, the watch turned out great, and it was a lot of fun doing this. So if you have any questions, ask them in the comments. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And I will also leave a link to my website, markingtime.com, where you can purchase a Chrono Clean. And there's also a link to my eBay store there. So thanks again, guys. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it.